Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that on this day, May 25th, 1977, George Lucas's film Star Wars was released? Who knew then that George Lucas's multimedia franchise would go on to collect over $10 billion in box office revenue and still counting? When you add TV, books, video games, and theme parks, that total value reaches almost $100 billion. To call Star Wars a pop culture phenomenon would be an understatement. The first movie, now referred to as Episode 4, A New Hope. Presciently, George Lucas, from the beginning, imagined a 9-film series. It would take a lifetime to complete. Students of Joseph Campbell's hero journey will find much in common with Star Wars narratives. The monomyth narrative of Campbell's overlays the story of Luke Skywalker quite conveniently, including the daddy issues. The Star Wars franchise has given all of us lightsaber envy and, more importantly, seekers of the Force. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, George Lucas controlled the narrative. The franchise is now owned by Disney. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that John Mayer's warning is not always heeded. Fathers are not always good to their daughters. According to a number of sources, here in America and around the world, we are suffering from a hidden epidemic. The numbers of children suffering from abuse and neglect is quite simply staggering. In any given year in the United States, 4 million referrals are made to child protection agencies. 100,000 of children here are victims of maltreatment. Thousands die. According to one study, children who experience child abuse and neglect are about 9 times more likely to become involved in criminal activity. Needless to say, using any metric, the cost of abuse is enormous. But there is hope. There are strategies to make a difference. First, we must acknowledge the problem and resolve to help, no matter the cost. Luke, I am your father. Well, then act like it. May the Force be with you. Psst, it's Prologue with MR.REVIEW. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.